China expressed its strong dissatisfaction and protest after the U.S. shot down a suspected spy balloon.
And China doubling down, issuing some strong words after the U.S. downed the balloon?
That's right. Beijing is now saying that if the U.S., essentially, if the U.S. flies a balloon over China, it'll probably shoot it down. Look at this statement coming from the Chinese Defense Ministry. Quote, "The U.S. used force to attack our civilian unmanned airship, which is an obvious overreaction. We express solemn protest against this move by the U.S. side and reserve the right to use necessary means to deal with similar situations." There has been a shift in the tone from Beijing. On Friday evening, the Chinese Foreign Ministry expressed regret, saying that its airship, as it described it, which was used primarily for research purposes, had blown off course over the U.S. And now the Chinese government, different ministries are protesting the fact that this U.S. fighter jet shot the balloon down. The damage on the diplomatic front has already been visible, with the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken postponing a trip that he was supposed to make this weekend to Beijing over this balloon scandal, and calling the existence of this balloon over U.S. airspace a violation of U.S. sovereignty and of international law. The Chinese response has been, hey, this is this is due to weather, it's out of our control. They have been communicating with their U.S. counterparts, but this has clearly done some damage to what was an effort that began in November between President Biden and the Chinese leader Xi Jinping when they met face-to-face at the G20 summit in Bali to try to basically put a stop to the downward spiraling relations between the world's two largest economies. We'll just have to see whether there can be any efforts to revive diplomacy in the wake of this, I would argue, a growing crisis.